Hello guys, welcome to this video. My name is Rolando Diaz, and today we're going to talk about rejections and how to deal with this scary thing that are rejections. And we don't know that the rejections are part of the game, so we're going to talk about that in this video. So alright, rejections are part of this game, of this business. I am in the magazine business, in the sales business I am, and I've been here playing this sales game for more than 10 years, about almost 15 years. Let me tell you, I'm a magazine owner in Tucson, Arizona, and I've been running my magazine for 5 years. And for real, when the beginning, when I was selling ads for my magazine, anytime I got rejected, I felt so bad and frustrated, so sad, and I just had to deal with all those feelings in my head. The thing is that after a while, you just get used to it in a good way. You learn how to deal with that. And also, which is more important, you learn that the rejections are part of the game. So you have to learn, and this is only learned by experience. You have to experience that in order to learn about that. So these business owners in my city that rejected me, they have their own reasons to not want to advertise with me at the moment. And some of those reasons are what they did before didn't work for them. Maybe they advertised in some other newspaper or on another magazine, or with some other guys, or marketing agency, or social media agency, or TV, or something that they did and it didn't work for them, and they are some kind of frustrated, and they think that if I offer to advertise on this magazine, it's gonna be a waste of money, and they have their reasons, and we have to respect them. Well, something that I used to do when offer my magazine to advertise and they didn't want to advertise right now, I used to leave this media kit, this document with the general information about the magazine, the prices, the printing calendar, some other stuff. So I used to leave this document. If you don't want to advertise with me right now, that's fine. I will leave this here. If you want to advertise with me in the future, this document will help you to decide. This is what we do. These are our distribution points and everything. So I used to leave every door open. I learned that with the time, with the experience. At the beginning, I was so sad. I was, for real, I just felt like I wanted to stop doing this. But that's something that you get used. Maybe not you get used to it, but you learn to deal with it. And that's the good thing about experience. You have to go through it, you have to experience, taste the rejection, and then learn how to deal with that. So what I used to do is that leave that document, leave that door open. If they want to advertise with me in the future, I'm gonna be here. If you decide in the future to advertise with me, I'm here. You're gonna see the magazine around. If I used to ask them for permission to leave a few magazines there. Actually, I'm gonna tell you this story about a rejection that I had with this lady. She was the owner of this restaurant, and I just stopped by and introduce myself, introduce my magazine, and I just asked them if they were advertising at the moment. They said no, but she was like, not rude, but she was, before I start talking, she was like, no, 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 I don't. She was very determined to not listen any word from me because she knew that I was gonna offer to advertise on the magazine. She was like, no, 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 I'm not interested right now, and I don't want to do that. She was like, she stopped me before I even opened my magazine to show them what we do and everything. So I was like, okay, all right. But at that time, I was like 2 years doing this, so I just asked them, hey, is that okay if I leave a few magazines for your customers? The magazine's for free, and I will set a stand here with a few magazines every month. I will bring them, and they're free for the people. She said, okay. So I left a few magazines, a little stand, and I came back next month. I left a few more magazines from the new edition and everything. And I think in the second month, when I was distributing the magazine, when she saw me coming in the restaurant, she stopped me and she said, "Hey, let me see that magazine." And she opened the magazines. She started watching the articles and the other ads from other businesses. She was like, "How much do you charge for a half page?" I just pull out the advertising packages that I had at the time, and what made her change her mind was like she noticed that people was taking the magazine from the stands. Their customers were grabbing the magazine from the stand that I had there. So that made her change their mind about the magazine. So what I learned from this is that I didn't give up at the moment of the rejection. I just asked her permission to leave the magazine there. It's okay if she doesn't want to advertise me, that's fine. So I left that, and she noticed that the people was taking the magazine. She noticed that their customers were interested in the magazine, and they were taking the magazine. So she advertised with me. We signed the agreement, and she was with me for several months. Then the restaurant changed the ownership. She sold the restaurant to her brother, I think, but things went different. So, but what I learned from this, and what I'm trying to communicate to you right now is that rejections are part of this game, and we have to learn how to play them. And every business owner that rejected me was like, okay, I'm not going to insist if you don't want to advertise with me, but I left that door open. If we're gonna be here, if you don't want to advertise with us, I can come back next month or whatever. And I did. I followed up all the business owners that didn't want to advertise with me at the time. Some of them I got them, some of them I never did, but that's fine. That's part of the game, like I'm telling you. And at the beginning, I was so sad for every reaction, but I learned that that's part of the game. And for real, and I survived. I survived all this time. I've had my magazine for 5 years. I'm about to start another magazine, and I tasted everything about this business. So I just wanted to communicate my experience on rejections to you guys, and I hope this is useful. This information is useful for you because it was for me, but I learned it with the experience that I had. And let me finish with these 3 points. How to deal with rejections. The first one, I will put this in the first place. be willing to walk away. For real. If the business owners is being rude or determined to not advertise with you, get out of there. No, respectfully, I mean, no, it's not like, you have to be willing to walk away. If they don't want to advertise with you, don't waste your time, just walk away and go to the next one. But like I'm telling you, you have to leave the door open, just say it's okay, I can't leave this information about my magazine for you to take a decision in the future. If you don't want to, I can come back later, or don't, if you don't want to say anything, just don't say anything, but just come back later, follow-up call or something. But be willing to walk away if the people don't want to advertise with you. Don't waste your time, don't even think about it. So the next one is, leave every door open. Again, this means that don't feel bad, don't say anything, just respectfully tell them that if they are not ready to advertise with you at the moment, tell them that you can come back in the future, and just to show them what they do, what you do with your magazine, the future editions of the magazine and everything. Just leave that door open. Just don't feel like, okay, you don't want to advertise with me, I don't want to know about you forever. No, you have to either, even if they don't want to advertise with you, you have to start a business relationship with them. Either if they advertise with you, of course, and if they don't want to advertise with you, try to start a business relationship even if they don't want to advertise with you at the moment. So that means that you can stop by sometimes, that you can call them just to find out how are they doing, if they are advertising or not, if they want to advertise with you in your magazine, right? I mean, you have to start a business relationship. Even if they don't want to advertise with you, you have to leave every door open. That's what it means. And the third one is this is what I believe, and I'm not speaking right now from my experience. Taste it and embrace it, because rejections are part of this game and every other sales game. So you have to taste them. Just, that's fine. If you feel bad for 1 day or 2 days, that's fine. There's no reason to feel bad about any rejection. But at the beginning, it feels like it. So you have to get over it and just keep working. One final point. If you have a good product, if you believe in your product, in this case the magazine, you don't care about all these rejections. Because you know and you believe and you love your product, your magazine. And to create a good product, you have to follow several steps at the beginning of creating your product. Getting the right concept of your magazine for your city, defining the right way your target market, and delivering relevant content for your target market. That way you will have the attention of your market, and if you have that, you will have a lot of business owners interested in your product. This is a good product, but you have to follow the right steps when you are creating your product. And speaking of that, I would like to invite you to register to a free workshop that I made in order to create a good product, a good magazine. There are first steps that you have to follow to create a great magazine. So the link is below. If you are interested in this, you have to click register and watch the free workshop. It's a 90 minutes training video where you will learn how to get the right concept of your magazine, how to define your target market, how to generate relevant content for your target market, how to sell ads step by step to all the business owners in your city, how to distribute your magazine the right way. So if you are interested in learning more about this, click the link below. And I hope this whole thing was useful for you. And I'll see you later.